Hello everyone. Let's discuss the third application of dimensional analysis method. The third application is derivation of formula. Using the principle of homogeneity of dimensions that we have applied in the checking the correctness of a formula, we can derive a formula for a physical quantity. For this, we must know the factors depending upon the physical quantity. Now we will solve a problem based on this method. Derive an expression for the time period t of a simple pendulum which depends on mass of bob m, length of pendulum L, acceleration due to gravity g. Here we have to find the formula for the time period t, and it depends upon mass of bob m, length of pendulum L, and acceleration due to gravity g. In the equation form we can write as t directly proportional to m to the power a, L to the power b, g to the power c. Here a, b and c are the dimensions of m, L and g. Now we will substitute the dimensional formula of each physical quantity present in the equation. That is, we have to put the dimensions of t, m, L and g. T is the time, therefore the dimensional formula is m0 L0 t, or in simple it can be written as t only. M, on the right side it is m means mass, m L0 T0 and to the power a as given in the equation 1. L, m0 L T0 to the power b. G, acceleration m0 Lt minus 2 to the power c. Now solving this and by multiplying with the powers, we will find that m to the power a, L to the power b, L to the power c, t to the power minus 2c. Now again solving m to the power a, L to the power b plus c, t to the power minus 2c. Let it be equation number 2. Now applying the principle of homogeneity of dimension, we will compare the powers of m, L and t on both sides of the equation. As the given expression is dimensionally correct, therefore the powers on both the sides of m, L and t will be equal. Therefore we can write as power of m on the left hand side is 0 and on the right hand side is a. Therefore a is equal to 0. On the left side power of L is 0 and on the right side it is b plus c. Therefore b plus c is equal to 0. On the left hand side power of t is 1 and on the right side the power of t is minus 2c. Therefore minus 2c is equal to 1. On solving we get c is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now we will substitute the value of c in the equation number 3. That is b plus c equal to 0. We get b equal to minus c, and what is minus c? 1 by 2. Therefore the value of the b comes to be 1 by 2. We got the value of c and b. Now and a is equal to 0. We will substitute the respective values of a, b and c in the equation 1. What was equation 1? T is equal to k, m to the power a, L to the power b and g to the power c. When we substitute the values, we get t is equal to k, m to the power 0, L to the power half, g to the power minus half. As L and g have the same powers, that is one is positive 1 by 2 and other is negative 1 by 2. Therefore it can be written as L upon g whole to the power 1 by 2. And what is 1 by 2 power? It is square root. Therefore the equation will become t is equal to k under root L upon g. This is the required formula for the time period of the simple pendulum. Now we will solve the next problem. The question is, the velocity v of the transverse wave on a string depend on length L of string, tension T in the string and mass per unit length m of the string. Derive the formula dimensionally. Here we have to find the formula for the velocity, that is v. It depends on the factors length L, tension T, tension means force, and mass per unit length, that is m. Here m doesn't means mass only, it means mass per unit length, that is mass upon length. Now according to the question, we will write the formula for the physical quantity v. V depends on L, T and M. Therefore, the equation will be V is directly proportional to L to the power A, T to the power B, M to the power C. Now the equation will be written as, on removing the proportionality sign, we will put the constant we get V equal to K L to the power A, T to the power B, M to the power C. Now writing the dimensional formula of the each physical quantity, V m0 lt to the power minus 1, L means length, m0 lt0 to the power A, T, here T means not the time, it's the tension, that is force. What is the dimensional formula of force? mlt minus 2. Therefore mlt minus 2 to the power B. M it doesn't means mass. Here in the question it is given that m is the mass per unit length. Therefore it will be m by L, that is m L to the power minus 1 T0 to the power C. Now solving this, we will get on the right side L to the power A, M to the power B, L to the power B, T to the power minus 2B. In the third, M to the power C, L to the power minus C, and T to the power 0. Therefore, on again solving it, L to the power A, B and L to the power minus C. On combining, will become L to the power A plus B minus C, M to the power B plus C, and T to the power minus 2B. And on the left hand side, what is m0 lt minus 1. Now we will apply the principle of homogeneity of dimension. On comparing the powers of m, l and t on the both sides of the equation 2, we get b plus c is equal to 0, a plus b minus c equal to 1, and minus 2b is equal to minus 1. From the third equation, b equal to 1 by 2. Now we will substitute the value of 1 by 2 in the equation number 3, b plus c equal to 0. What we get? B plus c. In the place of b, we will put 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus c equal to 0, or c is equal to minus 1 by 2. That is, we get the value of b and c. Now the turn of a. To find the value of a, we will substitute the value of b and c in the equation number 4. Therefore, a plus b 1 by 2, c minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 is plus 1 by 2, or a is equal to 1. Then what we get? V is equal to K L to the power 1, T to the power half, M to the power minus 1 by 2. T and M have the same powers but the opposite sign, therefore it can be written as T by M to the power 1 by 2, or as the 1 by 2 signifies under root, therefore it can be written as V is equal to KL under root T by M. This is the second problem. Similarly, you can solve other question also.